Good morning. Welcome to the inaugural Economic Development Corporation of North Simcoe Prosperity Summit. Today we will celebrate and accelerate growth in North Simcoe.
People ask us, what do we mean by the power of four? Well, simply stated, it means our four local municipalities, Midland, Penetanguishene, Tay, and Tiny, coming together as an entity known as North Simcoe to pool the talent and the resources to ignite economic activity and growth focused on four specific sectors. The four sectors are tourism, advanced manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. And when all four are properly leveraged, we will have a balanced and sustainable economy, helping our future arrive ahead of schedule.
We need to set the right conditions for businesses to develop based on regional strengths and regional economies.
It's not too many regions across the country where four municipalities will set aside their often parochial interests and come together on something as important as economic development. Now, that's exactly what these four municipalities have done.
But we've come together purposefully to better the quality of life for our residents here in North Simcoe. As you know, our collaboration is getting some attention, locally, federally, and at the county and at the province. We honestly feel what is good for one of our communities makes sense for the community of North Simcoe as a whole.
We all live on the shores of Georgian Bay. We all do share that, we all respect that. And not surprisingly, even though we are coming together and we have some common planning as you've heard about it, we're still distinct, we're still individual in our approaches to these things.
It gives us four municipalities, four voices, four councils. Gives us that 360 view of the opportunities, where we can take it, how we think through it. I often say, many hands make for light work, but many eyes make for sharper observations. And that's what happens with this group. We do make sharper observations. Because of that, the whole area benefits.
The heart of Georgian Bay. It's much more than a saying or a slogan. It's a feel. It's an attitude. Working collaboratively as four municipalities, along with EDCNS and our partners, the sky is truly the limit, friends. I encourage each and every one of you to come along for the ride.
Many of us are driven to make our community a better place, better now, better than how and when we found it. Quite frankly, we owe this to the ones we leave behind. So symbolic of this thought, we have in attendance today a graduating student from St. Teresa's High School here in Midland, and her name is Michaela Tate. Michaela's attendance today reminds us that the Economic Development Initiative must be the #1 strategic imperative that government, local business leaders, and the community at large need to fully embrace. Everyone owns a piece of economic development, as in some way we all contribute to the environment for growth and through the experience. Michaela is an honor student at St. T's and will be attending Guelph University studying, get this, biomedical engineering. Wow. When we truly get economic development right and fire on all 8 cylinders, it will mean students like Michaela, post her degree, will have a choice to return home to the heart of Georgian Bay and put her to talents and education to use in our community versus heading to Frankfurt, Sydney, Alabama, Montreal, Toronto. It's about choice and giving her the choice to come home. And this is why we need to be on the fringe of lunacy in our efforts to drive sustainable growth, and in doing so, provide our youth with newfound opportunity.
Motivation is so important. And it's like a Mercedes high powerful engine, burns a lot of fuel, high octane fuel. You got to keep fuel in the tank. So how do you do that? By celebrating successes, small, medium, large, but small successes. Every time you can do that, you're going to put something back in the tank, and that'll charge up that engine. Finally, I want to applaud you for your efforts in coming together and challenge you to continue to come together like this.
That in the next little while, if we stay this course, we'll not only be business friendly like Alabama, but we'll be investment ready, having the right people, the right workforce, well educated, well trained, with a can-do attitude and an adaptability to change. A commitment to foster relationships and creative partnerships that support the vision. a communication outreach plan that lets the world know we are business friendly, investment ready, but we also enjoy a lifestyle here, second to none. Having an engaged, inviting community in both outlook and, importantly, in action. And all within a policy framework which embraces the notion of being easy, friendly, and flexible while being responsible to the environment and other important values.
We all have an issue with skilled trades, and if we don't start working and developing those skilled trades better, we will lose our manufacturing abilities in Ontario. People realized we had to make a change, and we started reinventing everything about Weber, how we do it, how we go to market. And what we started doing also is really focusing on training our employees better, actually, in-house and by third party.
Advanced manufacturing focus on automotive and high-tech cluster is where we really want to develop. Complementing existing industries and helping them out and support, develop a stronger inventory of available land and buildings, and have a business-friendly, investment-ready climate towards our existing future manufacturers.
About 10 or 15 years ago, there was quite a bit of interest brought into through the ministry to introduce industrial hemp, and insofar as agriculture, it offers another crop to be able to add to our crop rotations. So I think it is a great opportunity to be able to keep moving on to.
We're headed into a healthcare campus, an area of excellence. So it is not just so much a focus on this institution or that institution. It is the fact that we all have common cause in making sure that we have a healthcare direction and one that works.
We sit number 3 in visitation in all of Ontario, only beat by, of course, Toronto and southwestern Ontario. We're number 3 on that list. I think we can all be pretty proud of that. Most recently, we've had a very successful Butter Tart Festival in our downtown community here. Just using some of the formulas that the Ontario government uses, we took a look at the visitation of 18,000 participants. And quite literally, you can see at the bottom, the economic impact breaks the $1 million mark for a Butter Tart Festival in its 3rd year running. That's just one event.
Imagine yourself on a beach or patio with a gentle breeze blowing as you watch the sun rise over Georgian Bay while sipping your morning coffee. For many North Simcoe businesses, the reason they located here is to enjoy business prosperity and the quality of life.
We are very fortunate to live in such a wonderful part of Canada with so much to offer. Our rich cultural diversity, English, French, our First Nations, Métis and Inuit community, our arts, and our wealth of musical talent, all here in the heart of Georgian Bay. Our challenge is to spread the word, help existing businesses grow, and attract new businesses.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, the government's got to be involved, mayors like myself have to be involved, the wardens have to be involved, the politicians have to be involved. But you know, your role in this is so very important to step in, engage, and make it happen, and make us make it happen for you.
A strong breeze might uproot a lone bamboo tree, but a hurricane is powerless to destroy even a small bamboo forest, as each tree supports the next. We can apply this lesson to the collection of municipal authorities and government agencies, and non-governmental organizations, and private enterprises that form the economic heart of North Simcoe. You see, individually, any of us may be vanquished by the ebb and flow of economic cycles, globalization, technological progress, and the fickle winds of politics. But together we can survive and even flourish in the face of hardship.